Hi everyone, thanks for watching Access Hockey MI. Today we're going to be talking about how exciting it is that the USHL had such a presence at the draft this year. You guys know as well as anybody that we just love that league because of the talent that comes out from it and from just the great hockey that you're able to watch all the time viewing it. So today we're going to talk about basically some details about, the USHL in the draft, some guys who were chosen, and some Muskegon Lumberjacks who were also chosen. So Rachel, why don't you get started?
Okay, so out of the 55 active USHL players that were eligible for this season's draft, 52 got selected. It's an all-new record for them. Huge deal. Congratulations, guys. The big interesting story coming out of that, though, is from the USA development camp or development team, who out of all of their guys, all but 2 of their team was eligible for the draft this year, and 17 of them got selected.
So those are
Team
names,
USA.
and that includes, of course, Jack Hughes, which first-round draft pick, or first number 1 draft pick, the number 1. Alex Turcotte, Trevor Zegras, who we spoke about in a previous video, Matthew Boldy, Spencer Knight, Cam York, also spoke about him. Those are the kind of names that you probably heard and were like, wait, where did I hear that? USA development team.
They killed it this season.
They did. And you know what?
Killed it.
All those guys, they deserve as high as they got picked. And most of those picks were first rounders. Yeah. So that was huge. Every one that would come up, Rachel and I were like, that guy.
We watched him. Every time we faced USA, though, it was always like, they suck, but they're so good. But that's why we didn't like playing them. But out of all the NHL teams, so there's 31 teams, at least 24 of them selected a player from the USHL, which is enormous.
That's huge.
So, and out of that, too, our big moment of excitement was that now former Muskegon Lumberjack, Egor Afanasyev, who we talked about previously. We've interviewed this kid. He got selected by the Nashville Predators.
45th overall. And Joachim Kondelik last year, you guys remember him from the Muskegon Lumberjacks. He was selected by the same team. Also, former defenseman Marc Gaizo was selected by Nashville, so we're excited in a couple of years to see all these guys.
Well, these guys have amazing seasons ahead of them. I know Afanasyev is heading over to the OHL. Kondelik has already been playing a little bit. They were at development camp this week.
Gaizo has been playing with UMass. So
had an incredible season.
Also, another notable mention is that 59 Americans were drafted this year, which is really good. I think that's one of the bigger years that the Americans have had. So that's just huge. It shows that we're working hard in the USHL. Those guys work so hard too.
It's a premier.
It's huge.
It's a premier league, and even Yzerman was saying how it is. I mean, obviously, Team USA is a big deal too, but the USHL as a whole is one of the top junior leagues in the country. There's only 16 teams, so it's a very narrow pool and slim pool of talent, but it's the best talent that they can get.
It's becoming a bigger. I think it's becoming more of a league that it's looked at, which is clear. Of 52 of 55 active. I mean, that's
now is
huge.
the time to jump on the fandom bandwagon.
So if you haven't watched the league yet, start watching. Start where you are. That would be. I mean, you can find these teams. You guys know how to find hockey teams. So start where you are, where you're located. So we're going to talk now a little bit about a couple of our picks. So first round pick. And why don't you talk about our first rounder?
All right, so I've heard it 2 ways so far. Captain, or Steve Yzerman, says Moritz Seider.
We're going to stick with that one.
First time ever we've drafted a German, and in the first round. So it's kind of a big deal. This kid, I guess he was a shock to everybody.
It was more, Yzerman said it was more that he knew in a later pick he wasn't going to be there, and they really wanted him.
They had to take the risk.
It was more of a, this is who we want, and we're going to take him early because he's not going to be there when we have a later pick.
Right, and I think it set the tone, though, too, because this kid's huge. He's 6'4" for a defenseman. We drafted a bunch of defensemen. I want to say out of the 11 picks that we had, 5 of them were defensemen. Almost all of them were over 6'2", so we're kind of setting ourselves up to have a pretty hefty blue line in the future.
Yeah, and I feel like they are looking toward that offensive defenseman, which is such a big deal. I mean, it's good to have. Everybody knows defense; you know your position. But it's nice that they can contribute some points too. And it sounds like this pick really has hockey sense, is what they've all been saying, and PK, penalty kill ability. So I'm really excited to see how he develops and to see what kind of a skater he is, because everybody says he's a great skater.
Our biggest steal, though, is someone that another player we dreaded playing in the USHL, but he's so good, is Robert Mastro-Simone.
He's from the Chicago Steel, so USHL, Chicago Steel. That's who he played with. Yeah. That's great. Just last season, so 2018-19, he had 60 points in 54 games. And like Rachel said, we knew if we were facing Chicago Steel, there were two guys you didn't want to face, Abruzzese and Master Simone. And on the same line, they were just insane.
And they both got drafted.
And when we saw his name, it was so exciting because we know he's going to fit in. We know he's going to be a great player for the organization. And honestly, I'm surprised it took that long. 58 overall. I'm surprised it took that long.
Yeah, he's a very smart player.
Yeah.
And as far as his puck handling goes, he's really quick, really good on the boards. So he's going to be an amazing asset. He's been doing fantastic. I've been hearing so many good reports from him so far in his development, even since the draft. So,
and he is committed to Boston University, so that's where he's going to probably go.
They're going to want to keep an eye out on that school.
Yeah, and we will too. So we'll let you know. But so that's just a lot of information that we gave you here, but just some fun facts about the USHL and the draft. You guys probably saw it. You've heard these names over and over again. Start watching if you haven't yet. It's such a good league. It is an elite league, and these guys work so hard for where they go.
And also, watch our video with Egor Afanasyev. Yes! He is one of the coolest kids in the world.
Congratulations!
And he is going to go very, very far. And I hope to see him in the AHL very soon.
Yeah, we're excited.
Kind of. We're
excited. He's going to be a force on any team.
But, Egor.
So thanks so much for watching. Share this with all your friends. Let us know what you think in the comments and what you would like us to talk about next. That's always fun for us to read.
Summer hockey recap is always a little tricky.
Yeah, well, I think we've been doing good with it. But if there's anything that we're missing, please let us know. We love to hear from you. And that's it. Bye.